25. Taking one. Taking one more. Putting a stop. This should be quite the home run, but more, a little more, a little more. Scalping at 450. Very nice. So more, a little more, a little more, a little higher, a little higher. More. Scalping at 460. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Chad. Hopefully you guys had a great weekend. We had a lot of news. Let's jump right into it. Silver is again short squeezing. We're at $51.70 again. About to hit all-time highs any second. Target was 52. I'm starting to see a little bigger picture. The liquidity's coming in. We're short squeezing higher and higher. So who knows how far it wants to go. Gold is sitting at 4,100, excuse me. Gold is at 4,100 an ounce, up 2.7% for the day. Silver's up 3% for the day. Bitcoin sitting at 114,000. Down 0.5% for the day. Ethereum's at 4,100, down 1.2% for the day. Solana's a little down as well, below 200 now. We are gapped up 440 points from Friday's close, 24,397. The dollar's up a little bit. Nvidia is gapped down now, was gapped up. Palantir gapped down. Today is going to be very volatile. We had big news from Trump. 100% tariff as a retaliatory measure on China. Let's go back. He was also speaking with Israel and Israel. Peace in the Middle East. Peace agreement. Hostages from Israel are back. So that's very good. Hopefully the Abraham Accords will get filled up. Trump did tweet 20 hours ago, don't worry about China, it will all be fine. Highly respected. President Xi just had a bad moment, so markets are low up for that. But then we had Scott Bessent coming in, U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent. We have aggressively pushed back against China export controls. So China basically imposed import and export controls on basically the entire world, sent letters to everyone. Trump responded with a 100% tariff coming into effect November 1st. The China import exports and the 100% Trump tariff. So we do have some news. OpenAI and Broadcom planned custom data center chips for 2026. Apple to start iPhone Air pre-order in China on October 17th. But a chip deal between OpenAI and Broadcom. Pretty lackluster news for the day. We do have OPSEC monthly report that came out at 8. 12:55 Fed Paulson speaking. 3:10 BOE Mann speaking. And then I believe Trump is speaking in Egypt, if not already. Let's see. Do we have time? We do not. Let's get right into it. Today is going to be extremely volatile. This entire week is going to be very volatile. Should offer some good opportunities, but be pretty risk on. Market begins at 40 seconds, chat. 40 seconds. NQ 30-minute VWAP. Let's get that situated. That is at 24,803. Pre-market high at 24,945. Morning, morning. What's up, Barn? What's up, Turo? Good morning, morning. Hopefully you guys had a good weekend. Market's about to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Market's open. See, we got that pivot point, 24,846. Flash it down to the NQ 30-minute VWAP. ES is below the VWAP to our SMA, touching 100 MA, coming down. Fell back into the range. Nvidia starting 3% up. Palantir starting 1.7% up. Tesla starting 2.2% up. MicroStrategy 0.1% up. Apple 1% up. Amazon 0.7% up. Market's pretty green to start. Alibaba up 4.8%. AF goes up 3.6%. Must have had good news. Metals are doing very well. Bitcoin coming up. Very good. Getting a bounce from the NQ 30 minutes. Still below that pivot point. Trying to get above the 21-day exponential moving average. That green line on the NQ 5-minute chart. ES tapping the VWAP, falling back down. Remember, we are gapped up 420 points from Friday's close. We went down 1,200 points on Friday. Bitcoin about to flip green. And volatile. Morning, good morning, morning. Good morning, Braden. ES trying to get above that VWAP. Bitcoin flipping green. ES waking up. Nasdaq's lagging behind a little bit. All right. Nvidia now 3% up, trying to get there. Palantir 1.6% up. Tesla 3% up. Very volatile. What is the VIX at? The volatility index is at 19.95, down 8% for the day. Trying to lose that 21 EMA. Could go down pretty hard. What's the volume coming in? Got some calls coming in. 2 minute wants to fall. Nasdaq tapping the VWAP again. Volume weighted average price. Bitcoin now up 0.25%. Yes, about to tap the VWAP again. Just staying patient. Kuwait discovered offshore gas field spans 40 square kilometers, estimated to hold around 1 trillion cubic feet of gas. That's a lucky find. Bitcoin now up 0.5%. Nvidia coming down slightly. Palantir coming down slightly. Waking through the VWAP. Pivot point to the downside, 24,757. Pretty key pivot point. We do have these lows at 24,740 that came in at 7 a.m. They may want to swipe that, then potentially come up, but this could be another liquidation event. Trump did smooth things over a little bit with them tweets, but everything's still set to go into effect on November 1st. 100% tariff. China import-export controls on the entire world. We'll see. People are going from asset to hard assets. Actual assets, silver, gold, real estate. They're moving their money from risk on to risk off. ES falling below the VWAP. Nvidia coming down. Pre-market low at 24,542. 24,397 is Friday's close. We are gapped up 350 points. Bitcoin coming down, Ethereum flipping red. Just staying patient. There are no missed opportunities, only the next one. They're about to swipe the 7 a.m. lows. They liquidity swept it. Very nice. Trying to let them build out some structure. This could very well liquidate again. Last time Trump and China went at it like this. This time China's kind of going for the entire world in a sense, but last time the market was down what, 6,000 points? But this has a lot more can go. Do I think it will? Things will probably be smooth over, but if they actually get applied November 1st, I mean, it'll create a lot of volatility in the market for sure. Bitcoin coming up. Palantir about to flip red. MicroStrategy down 0.6%. Alibaba coming down. Netflix down 0.25%. The Dow Jones is up 1%. Russell 2000 up 1.8%. Bitcoin wants to flip green again. Very key pivot point here, 24,757. Very key. We fell below the 21-day exponential moving average on the 5-minute chart. ES is below the VWAP, 200 SMA, 100 MA, 200-day moving average, 100-day moving average. Same for the NQ 30-minute. The Nasdaq's definitely a little more weaker, a little weaker than the ES. ES is having pretty nice bounces, while the Nasdaq is slightly lagging. Bitcoin back down. Palantir did flip red. You don't have any news on the docket, chat. Asian equities mostly declined amid fresh U.S.-China tariff concerns, with Hong Kong and mainland China leading losses despite some late paring. Volatility persisted as investors weighed trade risk, though gold hit new highs as a safe haven. U.S. markets were closed on Sunday with no trading activity following Friday's sharp sell-off, driven by escalated tariff threats. The prior session saw major indices plunge, erasing recent gains amid policy volatility. Now, will the Fed cut rates? I think they have to on October 28th, 29th. And if that happens, possibly at all-time highs again. It really depends if this US versus China versus world trade situation gets settled before then, gets at least paused, postponed, then we could see all-time highs again. If it doesn't, if the 100% tariff comes into effect, we probably will not be seeing all-time highs for a while. Metals will you know, keep short squeezing. That's a plus, but the overall indices and stocks in general will come down a bit. I mean, we are overinflated a little bit because of this AI. So this might be what the market needs. Just staying patient. So we have silver, gold, short squeezing, people switching from risk on to risk off, China versus world trade war starting November 1st, Trump 100% tariff as a retaliatory measure on China trade war coming in effect November 1st as well. The governmental shutdown equals more layoffs, uncertainty ramping up. Russia versus Ukraine war ramping up. Peace agreement in the Middle East between Israel and Hamas. Hostages are back. So that's a plus. We'll see. We'll see, chat. The ES wants to climb. Palantir, switch back to green. ES just got rejected from the VWAP again. The bear rallies are legit. This thing can spike up to the pre-market high very easily. Palantir now down 0.6%. Hard going against it. Palantir is still up 2.3%. Fire strategy coming up a bit. Everything's getting very tight. ES is trying to climb back over the VWAP. Tapping that pivot point again. NASDAQ future indices is up 1.5%. ES future indices up 1.1%. ES is trying to go.
Order filled.
I'll take one. We'll see. I think a lot of people are shorting those, so they may run it up real quick. Up 4. A little more, a little more, a little more, a little higher, a little higher. More. Scalping at 460. Very nice. Rotate accounts. ES is above the VWAP now. If they start building a little more structure above this VWAP, I may continue. This can very easily squeeze to this pre-market high, 24,945. Very easily. You can very easily go there. Bitcoin flipping green. Palantir back to green. But again, they could just manipulate it up, swipe the high at 24,900, swipe that pre-market high, then liquidate this very hard. But to see what they want to do. I can see a world where they prop it up to 25,060. Also 25,124. And then possibly come all the way back down. Slowly fade out to like 24,600. Maybe 7. So far, it is bullish. They haven't broken that key point, 24,700, 700 and like 57. Kind of this pivot point is very key. Pivot point zone. A very hot touch point. I mean, spanning back to September. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have like 10 touch points on here. It's pretty good support resistance. So if they break below that, which they just tried and failed, then we'll be very bearish. Call that short on the money. Nice. Good job, Braden. Long. Call that long on the money. Good stuff, Braden. Damn, doesn't look volatile, but still moves 50 points in 3 minutes. Did you see that someone shorted the market 10 minutes before the crash Friday and made 190 million? Insider info from Trump. Yeah, that was all insider info. Wednesday, Thursday, artificially propping up the market. All insider info. You gotta remember that the market is heavily manipulated and rigged. And Wednesday and Thursday, I forgot that. Briefly. We're falling below the NQ 30-minute VWAP again. Not a good sign. ES falling below the VWAP again. Palantir is up 0.6%. Nvidia is up 2.4%. Bitcoin falling back red 0.1%. If you guys haven't already, smash that like button, follow the channel, subscribe. We're live every day at 9:30 a.m. EST trading the market. I did work quite a bit on the simulator. We still have a ways to go. I keep adding stuff to it, which keeps prolonging it. But once it releases, it won't be okay. It won't be good. It'll be pretty great. And then with feedback added to it, just constant revisions, then it will be superb. Superb. Hopefully. Okay, NQ 5 minute 20 meg getting tapped, trying to get over it. We're getting tight. It's tight. MicroStrategy about to turn green. Alibaba coming up. Netflix about to turn green. ES is above the VWAP, 100 MA, 200 SMA, trying to go. We're above the 24,757. They might be manipulating this up. A lot of you think this is going up, so they might be manipulating it a little bit. They're going to send it down. Matty G, what's up? What's up? Good morning, blah. Good morning, blah. Yeah, pretty much no news. No news on the docket besides Trump speaking in Egypt. We're above the VWAP. Bitcoin coming down. Turn to go. Getting above the 20 May.
Order filled.
I gotta join the momentum. MicroStrategy about to flip green. Netflix already flipped green. Palantir and Nvidia coming up. This is probably going to the pre-market high if I had to guess. But this also could be manipulation. They send it down. But they're trying to get above the 20 May if that's successful. So far they're above the NASDAQ 30-minute VWAP. ES tapping the VWAP again. Could be manipulation. Could have got debated. But we are in a different account. Risk is on. As long as they don't fall below that VWAP, get above the 20 May, should be fine. We do have that pivot point 24,846. You gotta remember, a lot of people only are shorting today because of this China news. A lot of people are scared of longs, which isn't that bad of an idea. But you know what the market makers are most likely going to want to do. Netflix back red. Might drop those. Bitcoin coming down, not a great sign. Nvidia is still strong. Palantir coming up. I think we're about to get a wick up. Volatility's coming in, wicking up. About to have that pivot point. A little more. Scalping at 450. Very nice. Rotating. This most likely is going to here. 24,945. But take everything I say and do with a grain of salt. I am not a financial advisor. Nothing I say or do is financial advice. This is for entertainment, educational purposes only. Hold your own conviction and do not FOMO, do not overtrade, and there are no missed opportunities. Only the next one. No missed opportunities, chat. On to the next, on to the next, on to the next. This has very good potentiality. ES is above the VWAP, 100 MA, 200 SMA. I'm more scalping today. I'm going to be pretty in and out. I'm not holding with this high volatility. Even though it has the potentiality to spike up to the pre-market high, 24,945. We also have that pivot point right below that, 24,930. It is breaking outside of a trend, a little downtrend, and creative. Trying to break outside of that. It's above the VWAP on the 30 minute, above the 21 exponential moving average on the 5 minute. So all the cards are there to play. Also, you have a lot of people fear mongering the market, only taking shorts today, so they're going to want to get them out. And a lot of stops are at 24,950. That high pre-market. A lot of stops are there for the shorts. So they should go there. They don't have to, but they should. $8,000. Woo, congrats. We hit 8,000. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Show the P&L of the operation. What do you think I do? You can see everything, Charlie. Derpy derp. Buying a funding account from TradingView soon. Screw all these evals. True, derpy. Just a little more upfront investment. But if you're experienced, it's good. Adding no trades at work to my rule list, so all my blown accounts come at work. Oof. Yeah, definitely. Trading takes a lot of focus. What's up, SB? Oh no. We're above that pivot point again. This can easily go to the pre-market high, but I'm not holding trades. Scalping 20, 30 points, in and out. This week will be very good for volatility trading. If you are a volatility trader, these pretty much this whole month until the China deal gets settled is going to be pretty volatile. Today especially. Bitcoin, Ethereum, flip green. Solana is still down 0.7%. XRP is up 2.8%. Doge is up 1.5%. ATR, average to range is at 35.5. Very volatile. High risk, high reward today. ES coming down. Q coming down. Everything's green right now, guys. AVE goes up 9%. Netflix flipped green. MicroStrategy up 0.3%. Nvidia up 3.15%. Palantir up 0.9%. And silver is at all-time highs right now at $51.84 an ounce. About to tap 52. About to tap 52. Very nice. 3 days early on my prediction. 3 days early. It did go to like what? $51.25. It was close. It was close. It got swatted down. But it'll most likely hit it today. 3 days off. 3 days off of that 52 target. Not bad. I think Bitcoin also hits 150,000, maybe 138, 44. I mean, hitting that actual 150K target would be very hard to do. But 144, 138, around December to February, I think is feasible. Even more so if the tariffs go on. Even more so. So many institutional people and just companies in general were buying when Bitcoin went all the way down to 105, 106. Just last Friday. They do stuff on purpose. Okay, it's gunning for the pre-market high. It makes sense. I regret not buying physical silver at 25 2 years ago. Yeah, luckily I bought my silver at like 15. It's like an average of 17.4. I bought some at like 19.5 and then bought the majority at like 14.5. Pretty good. Pretty good. I'm up like what, 300%, 250%. Not bad. But there's definitely better investment vehicles, so I am looking to get out of that. But I think silver has some run room. Starting a short squeeze. We've been waiting a decade plus for this short squeeze. Silver's about to hit 52 as we speak. That was the initial target. I'm kind of seeing more. Maybe 58, maybe 62. And then if these tariffs get put on, I'm probably going to hold this for a couple weeks. Which, this could be the high right here. Could be. I think it has one more squeeze in it, so probably 62 top. But I also see 72 as well. We'll see. 72 is screaming my name. That might happen in December, February. I mean, we're short squeezing now. Silver really is reminding me of AMC as we speak. I mean, it's really reminding me of the chart. Just the way it's acting, how quick that squeeze to on what Thursday was to 100 to $51.25. I mean, it's really reminding me of AMC. Now, silver's heavily manipulated, so will they let it get that far? I am unsure. China's buying it heavily. Maybe. It also is very heavy use case in batteries and just etc. Just industrial use cases have went up since the previous silver high at around 44 or 50. So it should go up a little higher just based on that. But again, it's heavily manipulated, so no one truly knows. But Bitcoin staying up is a good sign. Staying above 100. We'll see. SB, I'm a bigger fan of XRP at these levels with small capital personally. SB said I put 5 Bitcoin and 5 in Lithium America. Okay. You only had $10. What would you invest in right now? It'd be some random crypto. I'd be looking to get a crazy like 10,000x. Probably lose it, but safest investment would be investing in yourself. However shape and form that is. Me personally, I'd throw it in crypto. And just leave it there for like half a decade. A decade. But the fastest rate of return for pretty much everything is investing in yourself. Constant self-improvement. That's pretty much it. Investing in whatever you're doing. Expedite the rate of growth. Compound interest is what you're doing. I think we do swipe that pre-market high. Bitcoin at 0.3%. It's acting like it wants to prop down. I don't believe it at all. Could be wrong. Could get out of control very quick. You can obviously see I'm not putting any action to them words. Practical use of silver in medical and EVs is huge. Yeah, that's why I think it can go to like 60, 62, maybe 58. I mean, I'm constantly seeing 72, 72, 72. Just not from everyone else. Just that's constantly the thought that comes to my mind. And I'm usually pretty close. So that's why I've held off from selling just yet. Even though I don't want to be caught holding silver for another decade or two, I think right now it's a little worth it. Just see. Wow, this is cool watching my lithium American stock already up 12 cents. Oh boy, it started. It started, SB. Good luck, my friend. Good luck, good luck. We're waiting for this to get at the key level, pretty much. I could join this to swipe that pre-market high. It's a little high risk. It's already enough risk today. Make sure I'm up to date on news. Trump tweeting. Appreciate the follow. I'm in. Appreciate you. The Huzz. Appreciate the follow. Abby, appreciate the follow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Does anyone know if Trump has already spoken at the Egypt? He already spoke at Israel at 8 a.m. Okay, we'll see. Finalize your votes in the poll as well on the YouTube streams. You think it's going up? You think it's coming down? Finalize your votes. So far, it's up. Bitcoin up 0.4%, Ethereum up 0.1%, Nvidia now up 3.6%, back up to 190. Palantir up 1.3%, Tesla up 2.6%, MicroStrategy up 1.3%, Apple up 0.8%, Amazon up 1.5%, Adobe down 0.1%, Meta up 1.6%, Microsoft up 0.7%, Google up 2.3%, Alibaba up 5.5%, AMD up 3.4%, Netflix up 0.6% for the day, Avigo up 10%, Costco up 0.9%, GME up 0.7%, and Robinhood is up 2.3%, QCOM up 3%, Voyager Technologies, a newer IPO, on the NASDAQ is up 2.8%. Did silver hit 52 yet? Not quite. It's at $51.92 an ounce currently. Look at this. 5 cents away. 4 cents. 3 cents. 6 cents. Oh boy. Silver, silver, silver. 2 cents away. And it hit it. Silver officially hit $52 an ounce. What a time to be alive. That is crazy. Literally a couple months ago. What, in September, it was at 39. In August, it was at 36. In July, boom, boom, boom. In June, it was in the 20s. I mean, this chart is insane. Look at this silver chart. Look at this, chat. From April. Boom. Look at this short squeeze. Man, institutional did not know what hit them. Insane. Crazy. We're not even that overextended as well. Look at this RSI right here. RSI all the way back at the highs in 1966. RSI all the way at 98. RSI is only sitting right now at 80. At 80. We have so much more room we could run. Just look at this. Beautiful cup and handle. Boom, boom. Stunning. Stunning, stunning, stunning. It's starting to tighten up. Ethereum's coming down. I think they may have one more pump up and then let this go. At that point, though, they might just want to wick it up to 25,000. 25,050 does look like a good area as well. Somewhere here. We have that 2-hour SMA at 25,127. So far, the ES looks like it wants to come down. You gotta remember, a lot of people aren't touching longs today. A lot of people. Too fearful. A little percentage aren't even trading this week. They don't like the volatility. They're not volatility traders. They just want to be out of the chaos. Can't fault them. Everyone has their own strategy. Cash out, see green, take green. I'm about to go through a transplant and will be isolated for 100 days. Think I'll learn stocks. Bone marrow? Wow. Wish you all the best, SB. Hopefully it all goes smooth. We'll be praying for you, my friend. Wish you all the best. Hopefully lots and lots of health. Health and wealth since you're learning stocks. 5th like. Appreciate it, Mark. Thank you, thank you. I don't trade this Monday. Still watching and learn though. Appreciate you, Taro. Volatility is coming down a bit, but it is a farce. It is a farce. They're just waiting. It really makes sense for them to swipe that pre-market high. It does. It does. It does. A lot of people are shorting here, so they're about to swipe that high. A lot of people have their stop right here. Right here. You're starting to get a little bit of longs coming in. So they may want to wick it down. But it's still majority short today. Regardless. Man, ES wants to drop pretty hard. Be very careful. Once this drop starts, it could liquidate 1,000 points, if not more. Very careful. Do I think that? Kind of lean towards no, but it could very well happen. This China-US world trade war is no joke. No joke at all. I mean, last time we went from 22,300 to 16,600. A drop of 7,000 points. 6,000 points. Bitcoin battle flip red. They're acting like they're gonna drop it. We'll see. $8.25 is the NQ 30-minute VWAP. You have that pivot point downside. It shouldn't tap that. Where's the 15-minute range? 15-minute high orb is here. 15-minute bottom orb is here. So we're above that. They're probably going to send this up. ES is still above the VWAP 100 MA, 200 SMA. We'll see. Bitcoin turning red is not a good sign. Adobe flipping red is not a good sign. Avgo is up 10%. Alibaba's not dropping just yet. So should have one more leg up. Palantir is getting closer and closer to flipping red though. Still up 0.6%, but it's getting close. They are really trying to send this down. One hour wants to go. Above the RSI, MA inside the RSI and everything. 3 hour. 4 hour has another leg to go. All signs point up, which sometimes I don't like. What's up, Bonnie? Things are starting to come down. That could be it. Volatility's coming back in. Bounce. Could be seen as a liquidity sweep up. I think it's a continuation. Low consolidation, leg up. AveGo is acting like he wants to drop. Bitcoin back green. NQ 5-minute chart looks very weak. Bitcoin keeps flipping red and green. Palantir only up 0.1% now, about to flip red. AveGo coming down. Alibaba's still holding 5.5%. Starting to come down. One more leg up makes more sense, but might be too obvious. And they're starting to bring this down now. GameStop flipping red. Adobe close flipping red. MicroStrategy only up 0.2%. Palantir about to flip red, as I said. Going up money. Good job, Jillian. Jillian. ES wants flush. At least now. Could get over that man inside the RSI and be fine. Palantir flipped red. Problem is, like I said, most people are shorting. So a lot of people are shorting this. May want to run it up. The problem is the liquidity is there to bring this down a lot. The events are here. I mean, this could easily whip back down the gap at 24,397. China trade war, 100% tariff from Trump coming into effect November 1st. Potentially. Scott Besson fear mongering a little bit. I mean, the fear is here. They've already ran it up. It is 10:20, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30. Usually are flips. Flips and trend. Tapping that pivot point, 24,845. NQ 30-minute VWAP at 24,825. ES coming down, about to top the 100-minute VWAP. 21 EMA being tapped for the NQ 5-minute. 21-day exponential moving average. All right, so far higher high, lower low into a higher high. Alright, tapping the VWAP. Bitcoin coming down 0.3%. Palantir down 0.3%. MicroStrategy down 0.15%. Adobe flipped green, but was red. GameStop flipped green, was red. Alibaba coming down. Nvidia still holding 3% up. The VIX is ramping up as this is going down. So we'll see. That's not a good sign. That means it can go down a lot further. He has tapping the VWAP. Let's see. Liquidation could get out of control.
Order filled.
Just gonna join the momentum. I wanted to wait for a bounce. It's just crossing everything. And I think we're starting the liquidation. So I'm just gonna follow the momentum right now. Bitcoin coming down hard. It should have a little bounce before it fully goes, but this one could send it, so it's good to put some risk on. Higher points down from the top is nothing today. Absolutely nothing. It wicked up already 200 points. 100 points is the 50% zone, but it's breaking down the structure pretty hard. It's coming up to test the VWAP again. We'll see. Could still be bullish. Could still be bullish. It's a higher low. We'll see. Getting above the VWAP. GameStop flipping green. ES still not above the VWAP yet. Testing it though. Alright, let's see how it responds to the 20 EMA on like 5 minutes. We want this to stay below the ES VWAP. Bitcoin coming up slightly. Yeah, it could have been debate. Palantir flipping green. Back red. Nvidia is coming down. Trying to. Could be looking for a double bottom of sorts. I didn't want to add. Could create a double bottom and go. So far, higher low. ES did reject the VWAP. Slight rejection of the 20 EMA. Kinda don't like how the stocks are looking. GameStop is back red. Adobe's back red. Palantir is still flipping green. MicroStrategy back red, trying to. Boom, 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 boom. Palantir now up 0.3%. Two-minute wants to tank. They're below the VWAP. We'll see. They're acting like they want to prop it, but we'll see. We are down 100 points from the top. It was a 200-point run up. That is 50%. Could just be catching that and continue to liquidate. Bitcoin's coming down lower. We need Palantir to flip red. We need Nvidia to keep propping down. Adobe to keep propping down. MicroStrategy to flip red. Robinhood, GameStop, both red. Alibaba coming down slightly. I don't know if they're going to liquidate it. We do have quite a gap on this NQ 30-minute chart from 24,542 to 24,446. Will it get it today? Will it get in post-market, pre-market? I'm unsure. They want to bounce. May get it. Pretty strong wicks. Might be too early for the short. Maybe 11:30. Might be too early. ES is acting like it wants to go, but it's about to get over that main seller side. About to go over the VWAP, NQ 30-minute, testing it now. 21 EMA on the NQ 5-minute chart. If that happens, this is likely going to that pre-market high that it almost tested. Volatility is coming down for VIX is propping up as it's coming down, which is a good sign. Means the volatility is towards the down. But I'm not liking how this is shaping up. Hopefully it's just manipulation and they prop it down pretty hard. Crypto fear and greed index for crypto is at 38 out of 100. Fear and greed index for the stock market is at 29 out of 100. We'll see, we'll see. Yeah, BTC is Bitcoin. Yeah. That's called New Week Opening Gap. It is pretty superior. Like to see it touch the upper half today. Yeah. Bitcoin coming down pretty hard. It has it in the cards. Problem is they're going to want to liquidate shorts. That's the problem. I mean, they're already fear-mongering a good majority out here. Pretty bullish wicks on like you 5 minute. Alright. They're starting to bounce. Bullish wicks about to have the 21 email, 95 minute. ES had a little double bottom, about to have the VWAP again. Waking up, waking up, waking up. Testing that pivot point. 24,846. Bitcoin coming up a bit. Everything flipped it back green besides GameStop. Bitcoin's bouncing. ES time to VWAP. Still not over yet, but in there. Palantir is up 0.6%. Coming up. Up pretty hard. Let's see. See if this holds. We need this rejected 20 May here. If not, it's likely going to the pre-market high. ES needs to get below the VWAP. Then I'll add. Alibaba pretty hard. Not a good sign. Not good, not good, not good. Little too early. Bad entry, a little too early. Bitcoin's still coming up. Nvidia is trying to come down. Bear rallies. Easily go to the pre-market high. Trying to see.
Order filled.
Out of 2. We'll see. They might want to do one more leg up. Pretty bullish right now. Let's see against it. Does not have to at all. Worst case, this account will be gone. I'll open a new one at the pre-market high. What sign of weakness? Should have just cut it for a $500 loss. Instead, we're a little high risk. Once it got over that 20 May on the 5-minute chart, should have been out. Bad entry. Yeah, it's gone. Go no, go no, go no. There are still cards here. Nvidia's probably down, but Bitcoin's too strong. ES starting to pump, and Q is gonna pump. Alibaba is coming down a bit. Bitcoin starts posturing. Only thing good about this right now is the VIX. As this is going up, it's going lower, meaning that the volatility is dying for the upward momentum. Only thing good. 4 hour is pretty bullish. We need ES to get swapped back down to the VWAP. It's a high ask. I'll probably be at 2 if it does that. Hold 1. Nvidia is coming down. Bitcoin's starting to come down. Let's see. Let's see. Very nice. A little more, a little more. Very nice wick down. Bitcoin coming down pretty hard. If we can lose this VWAP, we should be all right. Could be a liquidity sweep down, selling it up, but I don't think that's the case right now. But I got a bad entry, and so far I've been wrong. We'll see. GameStop Robinhood back down. We might be golden. Rejecting the 20 May on the NQ5 minute chart. ES needs to prop down below the VWAP. We'll see, we'll see. That is a lower high, by the way. VIX is coming up as it is coming down. ES getting a little bounce on the VWAP. Has a lot of hurdles to get through. Bitcoin's coming down. Crypto's coming down a bit. We need Palantir to continue propping. Come on. Could have been a liquidity sweep down. Send it up. Hopefully not. Going to bet that it's not. But I know the risk. If it wants to. Try and hold on to the 20, man. If it is going to bounce, it's going to do it right here. Nvidia coming down. Alibaba's not coming down, so that's a little worrying. Up 400, up 500, up 600, up 700. 3 contracts short. With a terrible entry. Trying to give us a couple minutes because the potentiality is there. ES about to have the VWAP again. Let's see if we can break it to the downside. Don't know if it has it. Or below 20 May on NQ5 minute. Trying to get above it now. ES trying to bounce. Trying to give it time. There's a lot of support points has to get below. Trying to give it some grace. Could wick us out of the water though, so to speak. If you guys are new, smash that like button, follow, subscribe to the channel. We're live every day at 9:30 a.m. EST, trading the market. Bitcoin coming lower, and it has the cards. Will it play it? Will it play the cards? Come on. Swipe it, swipe it, swipe it, swipe it. ES is still above the VWAP. Palantir about to flip red. Very nice. Very nice. Up 25. Taking one. I'm going to try and ride some. This could be a home run. I'm not going to bet on it, but Palantir did flip red. Nvidia coming down. Only thing, Alibaba is coming up. I don't like that. I don't like how AVGO is not propping yet to the downside. The VIX is on our side, the volatility index, so that's good. Robinhood, GameStop prop down. Bitcoin coming lower, that's good. ES is now below the VWAP, 200 SMA. We're below the 20 MA on the NQ5 minute, so I do like the cards. We'll see. Gabber said selling 6,730 ES calls today. We'll see. What's up, Uncle? Gray back. See, I just don't know if it has that liquidation quite yet. Man, Alibaba. Alibaba's too strong. Too strong. Taking one more, putting a stop on the last one.
Submitted.
Right at this high. If it gets back over there, I don't want it. Locking in like 1100. This should be quite the home run, but these bear rallies are pretty severe, and they could easily wick this up 150 points within the span of a couple minutes. Beautiful. They should at least swipe this low, 24,728. We do have this gap. Yesterday closed, Friday's close at 24,397. We also have this gap on the NQ30 minute chart from 24,450 to around 24,545. But may go there. May go there.
Order submitted.
Actually, I'm gonna trail it down. This could be a serious liquidation event. I'll just trail it. Trying to get as much as possible. If it even liquidates. It's really having a hard time. Bitcoin coming lower, Palantir flipped red, Adobe flipped red, Robinhood now down 0.9%. Alibaba starting to take down, that's good. Nvidia taking down, still up 2.15%. This just shows you guys, even with a bad entry, if you hold conviction, you have to be willing to accept the risk, but even with a bad entry, you can get out. A lot of manipulation on the NASDAQ. A little easier trading other stocks, and even the ES is a little easier. A little less risk. Just trying to act like it's a double bottom and bounce. Could be. Could be. I'm going to say no, 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 no. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Little more liquidation. Little more liquidation. Them likes up, boys. Get them likes up. Likes are looking weak. Smash that like button, follow channel, and subscribe. We are on the road to 10,000. 1,000. He has to start and liquidate. We're in a good position. We got that pivot point to the downside, 24,757. Very key pivot point. Very key. That could be the actual bounce. I want full liquidation through it if feasible. We also have the bottom 15-minute orb right here. So could get a prop off that as well. Yeah. This might come to bite me. I just don't see them liquidating quite as severe as I think. So I'm going to start trailing a little more tightly, still giving it room, but probably taking it after they potentially swipe this low, bounce on the 15-minute orb. It really could and is likely to go to this gap. I just really don't think they'll give it up easy, and it's going to be a lot of manipulation. I just don't see it. I see it on 1930 minute. I mean, I see it. I just don't see it. If that makes any sense. I don't think they're going to give it easy. They're about to tap that pivot point, 24,757. Very key, very crucial. Yes, bouncing. Good, wick us out here. Bitcoin's coming down pretty hard. Palantir now down 0.3%. Coming up, trying to... Okay, so we're currently down from the top 130 points. I'll give them a little bit of room, not much. Not much. Probably be stopped out on this run up. Little bounce. Bitcoin's coming down pretty hard, so it should just liquidate. Alibaba coming down as well. Could give us some more room, not going to. Locking in profits. Currently up 2,600 in the account. About to hit that pivot point. Come on, go straight through it, go straight through it, go straight through it. That's also support of that consolidation range. Come on. Tapping it now, could get a bounce. Once we're through that pivot point, if we do, this is the bottom 15-minute orb. It may go down, wick through this, and then reclaim. Thank you, 30-minute. Very bearish wicks. 4 hour turning bearish. 2 hour coming down. 1 hour going below that main solid RSI. They're trying to bounce it though. Bitcoin's too strong to the downside. Nvidia lost that 2%. Everything's coming down. Very nice. Very nice, sir. Come on, get through that pivot point. Tapping it now, tapping it now. Get through. Waking through. Come on. Reject it. Tying up the stop. Pretty obvious stop. Securing what, 70 points, but that's the average. We're up 3,000 in the count right now. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Execution was bad entry, a little too early, but stayed patient, added when I thought was the appropriate time, and it was. Oh, we got out of it. Very nice. We can do the pivot point. Good, get a prop here. Down, we can down. On liquidate with liquidate, sud. Liquidate, sud. Man, so we're hitting $52 an ounce. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Gold at 100. Gold at 4,120. Short squeezing. Short to squeezing. Very nice. Hell of a trade though. Appreciate it, RP. Could have been better. Yeah, that entry low looked like I was taking a position. Markets, sniper streaming your stream. Market sniper streaming your stream. I don't even know who that is. Appreciate it though, Market Sniper. Appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys smash that like button, follow the channel, subscribe. I mean, bad entry. I literally entered one con short here and then waited till the reversal, added to there. So even with a bad entry, if you're patient, you can get out of it. It's a little higher risk, especially in volatile markets like these. You have the China versus world trade war, US President Trump responding 100% tariff, all coming into effect November 1st, potentially a little backpedal from Trump on Truth Social around 20 hours ago. He said things with Xi Jinping are fine, etc., etc. But also earlier today, US Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent fear-mongered the market a little bit. So in markets like these, bear rallies are severe, so it could have very easily liquidated this account and went to 24,945, but instead it created a lower high, sent it down, down, down. Trump is speaking in Egypt, I believe. Trump said to have a working lunch with Ukraine Zelensky on Friday. Trump said Iran would come along. Would love to take off Iran sanctions if they talk. I think Iran will be fine. We really have no news on the docket today. Only news on the docket at 12:55 p.m. Fed Paulson speaking. 3:10 p.m. BOE man speaking. But we will be long gone out of the market before that. That pivot point's very severe, 24,757. It's trying to reclaim it, trying to bounce, likely to. It's a very severe resistance support. Very severe. If it gets it, let's see. Chris, what's your biggest loss in trading? Probably the first year, but luckily I was trading with profit. I started half a decade ago, 2020, 2021. And I 100%ed my savings into AMC options, 100%ed it, took out the initial, put it back in savings, trade around that profit for the last, for the year and lost it all, as you would. Gapper not finding trend true. That's pretty much the biggest loss. Let's call it new weekly open gap. Yeah. Yep. We're propping up from that pivot point. I'm not willing to give this anymore. I really don't see the liquidation like I hoped. So I'm not going to give it any more room. Nah, I like that stop. Could be a little higher. It's not bad. It's pretty obvious, so likely to get stopped out, but I don't mind it. We'll remove this. I'm kind of looking for a liquidation, so they really shouldn't pump up that far to that stop. If they do, I really don't want it anyway. Even though the potentiality for 24,450 is there, So it is worth notching up the stop a little bit. ES is below the volume weighted average price, the VWAP 200-day simple moving average, 200 SMA. Below the 100-day MA as well. Same for the NASDAQ 30-minute. Also below the 21 exponential moving average on NQ5. About to be stopped out, 30 points away. Yeah, may want to tap that VWAP. Come on, break that pivot point. Very key pivot point. Come on. Break it, break it. It's a liquidity sweeping, which isn't the best always. Bitcoin's coming out hard though. Okay, liquidation. Palantir now down 1%. Adobe down 0.25%. Boom, boom, boom. GameStop down 0.75%. Robinhood down 1.3%. Costco down 0.3%. Alibaba coming up though. We need Alibaba to drop. Alibaba being this strong is not good. I mean, as long as Nvidia keeps propping, it should be fine. Propping down, which it is. Trying to. Man, it really is struggling to get below this pivot point. It is struggling, chat. Let's see what the options are doing. Oh, we have puts coming in at this level. That might send us through. Ooh, maybe. Might have a winner here. I'm liking it. I'm liking what the 4 hours doing. I'm liking what the 3 hours doing. 2 hour has some run rate. I just don't think as far as I want it. Yeah, I like the puts coming in. I like it. Puts are coming in. See if more come in. Can outweigh it. They are trying to balance it, but puts are coming in to offset it. They're trying to get through that pivot point. Bears and bulls are fighting right here. Bears and bulls are fighting. Let's see who wins. Man, I love trading with a zoomed out chart like this. When you trade with the zoomed out chart like this, I've just noticed 20, 30, 50 points are just so much more viable. ES starting to bounce. Not good. I'm staring at the VIX right now, the volatility index. It's been ticking up as it's coming down, which means the volatility is on our side to the downside. It's taking up. We're gonna bounce. Bitcoin coming up. Trying to give it room, but it's gonna bounce. I think it's worth it. Just for this situation alone, let the stop be hit. I would normally take it right now. The potentiality is good. We're also securing enough. I would have taken this if it did it down here. At this bottom 15-minute orb. Low of the day. ES is trying to come lower. On. ES is liquidating. Nice. Nvidia is ticking up. I don't like that. Same token though. Alibaba was taken down. VIX is coming up. We're really battling at this level. Pretty good fight. I think the Bulls are going to win just in the short term. Kind of seeing it. Kind of seeing it, chat. It's worth holding, though. Palantir down 1%. Come on, drop it, drop it, drop it. This consolidation, they should swipe that low, but they might swipe us out first to the upside. Remember, a lot of people are only shorting today. So that means the rallies are going to be pretty crazy. And very volatile wicks. Now, they've already fear-mongered and liquidated a lot of shorts today with these legs up. So I'm not giving it much room. Set stop at 11:01 candle. Nah, I'll give it a little extra room. I'm already locking in enough. Derby said my buddy took 50K to 62 mil, started with AMC, then took a bunch of mushrooms and hit 1900% plays on 0 DTE Qs, then disappeared. We're about to be wicked out. U.S. Envoy Witkoff will be here quite a bit at the direction of the president. NVIDIA, Meta, and Oracle to use Spectrum X Ethernet switches. Trump Phase 2 talks on Gaza have now started. About to be stopped out. Could we be saved by the gods? Let's see. Let's see. That's a pretty obvious stop, so it's likely going to be 100. ES is bouncing. Pretty good day, pretty good day. Not bad. Battery stopped out, 1 point away.
Order filled.
And ooh, I added to it. I'm out, I'm out, I'm out. Still out with 2100. Didn't mean to do that. Rookie mistake, rookie mistake. No one pointed out. I don't appreciate that, chat. I don't appreciate that. Come on, man. Supposed to point these things out. That's a rookie mistake, chat. Instead of being out, I added. Ay, ay, ay. Still cut it, still cut it. We were gonna be out with 2100 anyway. Luckily it didn't. If that had waked up, we would have been in world of hurt. I mean, it may have propped down here, but that would have been very bad. Very bad. Very bad, bad. Not bad. Ay, ay, ay. We're up 3,000 today across 3 counts. Just secure 2100 with that. Scalp 400 over here. Scalp 400 down here. 100% win rate, not bad. Even with a rookie mistake like that. I was in 2 longs today. Flipped short and had a sell limit. Thinking I was in long again. Ay, ay, ay. Rookie stuff, rookie stuff. What's up, Uncle? Not bad. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Even with the bad entry, it's not bad. And bear rips. You guys are underestimating them. Bearish market rallies are no joke. Alright, so higher high, higher low, lower high, lower low. What will this be? What will this be? Also, let's get some boom, boom, boom. Get some trend lines going. Not bad. It may not seem like it, but this could wake us up to the pre-market high. May think it's over bearish. Yeah. See, that would have been easily 250, 300 points if Alibaba would have propped down with it. Alibaba holding at 5%, now up 5.25%. See, when we were in that, I told you guys Alibaba's propping, Alibaba's holding. If Alibaba propped down with everything else, that would have been an easy flush of the 15-minute bottom orb. Probably straight down to this pivot point. 24,662. Kind of what I was aiming for. Can't be too greedy though. 3 cons, 2,200. Gave it a 50 point run rate. Trail. Not bad. Not bad, not bad. Probably should have just taken it. I would have normally taken it, but the run rate was good. Risk reward was good. Potentiality of that swiping and just being a little battle there was good. I don't really mind it. Terrible entry though. Execution questionable. Especially with that mistake, accidentally adding instead of getting out. But even with bad execution, still good. Not bad. Not bad, not bad, not bad. About to tap that pivot point. 24,845. I don't know. How much more do we need today, chat? I've scalped. Where were we in? We were averaged in like right here. No, right here. That was 50 points, 60 points, so 110, and then boom, 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 like 70, so 180, 240. I scalped 300 points from the NASDAQ today. Boom, boom, boom. Right? Let's do this again. Average was here. Scalp 55 points with 1. Scalp the other down here for like 60, 65. And then scalp the other just now for another 50, 55. So let's just say 160, let's call it. And then I scalped 30 2 times, 160. 220. Scalp 220 points from the NASDAQ today. Not bad. Not bad, not bad, not bad. How much more do you need? We're topping the resistance range. ES is now above the VWAP 200 SMA 100 man. VIX is coming down as it's coming up. They'll probably swipe these highs. 24,900. It makes sense for them to take this now to the pre-market high. Why does it make sense? Because you still have shorts putting their stops here and here, thinking it's going to full liquidate to the market close of Friday, the gap fill Friday market close, 24,397. We also have a nasty gap on the NASDAQ 30 minute. Look at this gap. Look at that. Will it fill it during market hours, post-market, pre-market, tomorrow? Will it not? It doesn't have to, but this is a pretty strong gap. About 100 points. Something to watch. I love volatility being back. I absolutely love it. Bitcoin coming up. We're above the 20 May as well, 95 minute. So we're coming down a little bit. Still floating at $51.80 an ounce. By the way, if this China stuff gets settled, which it may, hopefully not for another week, get silver up to like 58, 62. Short squeeze could get out of control as well, but if that China situation gets settled, which I don't think it'll be easily settled, and metals will start coming down. China is still ramping it up. People are going from switching from risk on to risk off, and risk off is metals, bonds, safer investments, real estate. Especially in the wipeout from crypto leverage, a lot of people are scared to use leverage right now. So people are just deleveraging in general. You have more experienced traders ramping it up. But the majority is fearful. They're also getting a little FOMO. Don't get it twisted. Retail is definitely getting FOMO from these metals, especially the younger generation, seeing metals hit all-time high, all-time high, all-time high. Stock market all-time high, all-time high, all-time high. And the younger generation loves short squeezes. Absolutely. You can judge that by what happened with AMC, GME, and now it's happening with silver. But how far will that go? You gotta remember, everything is rigged, everything is heavily manipulated. Silver is heavily manipulated. So we'll see if the retail can outweigh it. I mean, you also have institutional. You have a crypto company also hedging their stable coin with gold, with silver, and that's adding to the buying. You have some good cases. Industrial use of silver as well, medical, battery, etc., etc. That's why I think that 52 target was a little off. To be fair, it probably would have been like spot on if the tariffs didn't come get threatened, if the China stuff didn't come to fruition. But I think think it's a little off due to this. ES waking up pretty hard. Alright, we're breaking that downtrend. Okay, remove this. Power integrations working with NVIDIA and transition to 800 VDC. Okay, you see this, right? You see this? Smart money, dumb money. Dumb money, aka retail, is the red line up top. They are starting to sell. Institutional, starting to ramp it up. Starting to buy. Usually means, look, institutional all the way bought, retail all the way sold, retail selling down, institutional buying, it's going down. So we'll see. Could reverse. We also have the Buffett indicator. We're heavily. 2 standard deviation. And the gaps are widening. We are overbought, over leveraged. But will Trump let it come down during his presidency? I don't think so. He does not want the stock market to be down under his term. I mean, you can see that from the manipulation. All-time high, all-time high, all-time high, all-time high, all-time high. AKA linear regression. Yeah. I must say your patience is like a steel. Sometimes. Really depends if I'm focused on a trade or not, or if my attention's elsewhere. Which last week it was elsewhere. Not bad. Alright. Higher high, lower low, higher high, higher low, lower high, lower low, into a lower high. I think this is a fake one. They're gonna swipe this. It's kind of creating a W. Same token, creating head and shoulders. Bitcoin's coming up. Nvidia is now up 3%. Palantir flipped green. Alibaba now up 6%. gonna have more news from Trump today. Also, the only thing on the docket is at 12:55 Fed Paulson speaking, 3:10 BOE Mann speaking. And tomorrow we have 5 a.m. IEA monthly report, 6 a.m. BlackRock Q3 2025 earnings, 6 a.m. US NFIB business optimism index. That's going to be pretty important. JP Morgan Q3 earnings tomorrow as well at 6:35. Wells Fargo, and then earnings calls, Goldman Sachs earnings as well, Citi earnings. We have a Fed Bauman speaking at 8:45 a.m. 9 a.m. IMF World Economic Outlook. That'll be important. 10:15 a.m. EST tomorrow. IMF Global Financial Stability Report. 11 a.m. Citi earnings call. 11:30 a.m. U.S. 6-month, 3-month bill. Federal Jerome Powell is speaking at 12:20 tomorrow. Okay. If you guys are still going to trade this, I scalped 220 points. That's good enough for me today. This is trying to reverse, but really it should swipe this high. A lot of shorts have their stops right here and right here. So it's likely just building out liquidity to send it up to that pre-market high at 24,945. But don't get it twisted. This market is slightly bearish right now due to the China trade war with the world and the U.S. Trump threatened 100% tariffs. So liquidation events and big swings, but bear rallies are serious as well. So just be on the lookout for that. Just be very careful. The risk is definitely on this week. In general, if you're a volatility trader like I am, you absolutely love it. But risk, reward, and there are no missed opportunities, only the next one. So constant opportunities coming and going. But be on the lookout. Trump has not tweeted anything. He should be done speaking in Egypt. He already spoke in Israel. Hostages were already released. So we'll see how that comes. How that comes about. I will see you guys tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Persevere through resistance. Do not fear the unknown. Do not fear missing out. And there are no missed opportunities. Only the next one. See you guys tomorrow. Peace, peace, peace.